Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanna make a makeup look with some drugstore products that actually you can buy if you're in US or out of US. And this tutorial is because of my friend, one of my best friend, Ida. Kiss. She asked me to do some makeup look with actual products that are cheap, but they perform really well, and she can actually buy them in Italy. So I'm really happy to do that, and keep watching. For foundation today I'm gonna use one of my favorite ones, that is the Maybelline New York 24 Hours Foundation, the Super Stay. And another thing that I'm really happy to use today, and it's not drugstore, but it's still like good quality at a really reasonable price, and this is the Morphe for Jeffree Star collection. Here we have the sponge that is already damp. I'm gonna use it now. I have one of the two concealer sponges, that is the small one that I already tested and I really like. And then we have the pouch, and we have some really nice brushes. They are essentially four for the face and 3 for the eyes. So honestly, I'm really curious to try them. So let's start with the face. The Maybelline, the number is 112. So what I think about the sponge is not as soft as the Beauty Blender or the Eco Tools or the Real Technique ones. Is a little bit stiffer, but it's not bad. I mean, the result is like my face is covered. It's bouncy. It didn't suck too much product, so I will keep playing with this and see how it goes. So next step, I'm gonna use concealer that is my new favorite. I have it in two shades. And this is the E.l.f. 16 Hours Camo Concealer. I have it in medium sand and medium peach. I'm gonna use the medium sand to cover my dark spots, and the medium peach to cover my under eye. So my spot right here, here, I have a huge one here, and I'm good with that. It's okay. And I'm gonna use the same sponge and the tip. If you have more imperfections, what I suggest you is to place the concealer on the spot, and then use a small brush to blend the edges, because the sponge anyway is gonna remove some coverage to the concealer. So I'm gonna use the medium peach for my under eye. step, I'm gonna use a powder. This is from AOA. That I know that you cannot find it on a physical shop, but just online, only online, but I really love it. So like, what can I do? Is that translucent powder. And now I'm gonna use one of the Morphe brushes. I'm gonna use the JS3, this one, to set my under eye. When you set your under eye, be careful that you don't have any creasing. If you have it, go back with the sponge, remove the crease from there, look up, and then set. Because if you set with the crease will stay there for the whole day, or like until you're gonna remove the makeup. So be aware of that. Another thing that I really like to do is to go and press where I put the my concealer to set. And honestly, I have dry skin, so I prefer to not really powder the skin so much, but I'm gonna use the same powder in the end after the eye look that I'm gonna do, to just dust a little bit, just to set everything in place, but nothing too much, because as I said, I have really dry skin, so I don't want to emphasize hair and texture. So okay, next step, I'm gonna stop here for the face, and we are gonna go with the eyes. So today I'm gonna use these E.l.f. eye tapes. They are strips. We have 40 strips, line and define eye tape. It helps a lot to give a guide. I'm gonna place it right here. Okay. Usually what I do is I place it right close to the bottom lashes, and I follow the eyebrows. So you see, try to be as symmetrical as possible. And today I'm happy to use a new Wet n Wild palette. This is VI purple. You know that I love purple, and I love actually all the Wet n Wild palettes, so I couldn't wait to try this out. So let's see. We have two transition colors. Then we have some mattes like this deep brown, this taupey brown, this cream shade, and then we have the rest of the colors are all shimmery. So I'm gonna try to use as many colors as possible so you can see how it performs and how amazing these palettes are. And here in US they cost only $4.99. So what I'm gonna do, first of all, I'm gonna use, this is from Wet n Wild, the Photo Focus Eyeshadow Primer. The only thing that I don't really like about that, this primer, is that actually you have to squeeze it. It's in a squeezing tube, doesn't have any applicator to it, so it's like a little bit, you know, but Another thing that I want to say, you can use the tape before the base or after the base. After the base, you have just to be careful, as I will, just to go back with the sponge and press down. If you see that you have any missing spot, you just use a little bit of concealer there. It's not a problem. I'm gonna use this the cream shade right here to kind of set the eye primer, and I'm gonna use a flat brush to do that. I'm gonna use a Wet n Wild brush like this. You can use even a blending brush to blend it. We're stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, even your year. I'll be there for you. When the rain starts to fall, I'll be there for you. Okay, so next step that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the transition colors. So I'm gonna use a fluffy blending brush. This is from AOA Studio E130. So I'm gonna start with this color right here. And I'm gonna start from the end of the eye, and then bring the excess that is in the brush towards the inner corner. So we are already giving this sort of like shadow, but I don't want to bring it to the whole entire eye. So I want to place it in half. Concentrate the color right here. And then blended it towards the edges. Now I want to use the other transition shade, this one, and I'm gonna use the Jeffree Star JS6. I'm gonna place it right in the end. To sort of emphasize the V right here. Now I want to use the same brush, and I'm gonna dip it into this taupey one right here. And for this one, I'm gonna press it right in the outer corner, like here. I don't want to drag it too much inside the eye. I want to just deepen up my crease. So with these tapping motions right here. So now it's time to go with the other colors. So I said that I want to use all of them. So I'm gonna start with this color right here, closer to the outer corner. And I'm gonna use this brush right here, that is a eye shading brush from Look Good, Feel Better. It's right here. And I'm gonna start picking it right here.
Job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the away. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for...
Okay, so this is the first shade. Second shade that I'm gonna use, and I'm gonna use another flat brush. For example, this one is from Clean Color, another flat brush. I'm gonna use this one right here. Do they have a actually name? No, no names. And I place it really close to the other one and blend it together. Using the other side of the same brush, I'm gonna take this magenta right here.
You burned your breakfast so far, things are going great. Your mother warned you there'd be days like these, but she didn't tell you when the world was brought you down to your knees. And I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too. No one could ever know me, no one could ever see me.
And in the end, I'm gonna take another small, like I'm gonna take this one for example. This is a short shader, really small, and I'm gonna place the pink shade right here in my inner corner. Right here.
Seems you're the only one who knows what it's like to be.
Okay, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna take a small blending brush like this one, AOA Studio E132, and I'm gonna blend the edges right here.
Someone to face the day with, make it through all the rest with. Someone I always laugh with, even at my worst, the best with you. Yeah.
Well, I want to use the black right here, or like the deep brown right here, as an eyeliner, and I'm gonna do it by using an eyeliner brush like this one, and I'm gonna create some sort of soft eyeliner.
It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, even your year. I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too.
And I'm gonna blend it out with the same blending brush that I used before with the brown shade, and blend the edges right here. I'm gonna use the eyeliner. The eyeliner that I'm gonna use today is the Epic Ink Liner. I'm gonna do my liner off camera and I will be back. It's time to remove the tape. And now let's go with the under eye. First color that I'm gonna use with the eyeliner brush is the deep brown right here to deepen up my outer corner. With the same brush, I'm gonna use this transition shade. Oh well, I'm gonna use this brush that is a point brush. This is from Maybelline E124, and I'm gonna I want to use this the last shade here that we didn't use is this gold shade, and I'm gonna use another small point brush. This is from Essence. Okay, so now I want to use an eyeliner for the waterline. That is the NYX Slide On, Glide On, Stay On eyeliner in jet black. And now I'm gonna use the mascara I'm gonna use today, the Unlimited Mascara. I want to talk from L'Oreal. I want to talk about this mascara because I've seen so many reviews on that, and people that actually reviewed it, they did some sort of like first impression. So, and that's a wrong thing, because like the first time that I used this mascara, I said no way that I'm gonna like it because it's too liquidy, doesn't do anything to my lashes. And after 1 week and a half, I decided to give another shot, and I was so surprised. I'm so in love with it. Usually when I wear it, people actually ask me, which mascara are you using? Because it's amazing. It's a false lashes effect. It's volumizing, it's lengthening. So I'm gonna apply it off camera and then you're gonna see the results. This is the result. That it's amazing. I'm not gonna use any false lashes because it's just amazing. I don't need anything else, honestly. So now let's go back to the face, to the rest of the face, and I'm gonna use this translucent powder with the Jeffree Star JS2 to slightly powder and lock everything in place. And then with the same brush, actually, I'm gonna dust a bit of bronzer. Today I'm gonna use the NYX matte bronzer in the shade medium to sculpt a little bit, and I'm not gonna use any blush because I like the look of the bronzer by itself without any blush. I like this brush, it's so soft. Really, really soft. And as last step for the face, I'm gonna use the MegaGlo highlighting powder from Wet n Wild in the color Blossom Glow, this one. And I'm gonna use the Jeffree Star, the JS4, this sort of like detailed brush, but for the face. And let's glow. This highlighter is absolutely stunning. And I'm gonna go under my eyebrows as well, like this, the highest point of the eye bone. Oh my goodness. And this brush is really good for that. Then the tip of my nose. Yes. A little bit on the bridge, on the chin right here. All the places that are exposed to the light, and then my Cupid's bow. So on my lips I have a little bit of lip balm. I have the Carmex lip balm that I'm not gonna wipe off, because today I want to use this Wet n Wild MegaLast Liquid Catsuit High Shine Lipstick in the color Cedar Later. It's this one right here. And since this one is a little bit deep, I want to use something more pinky. I'm gonna use this NYX Glam Lip Gloss Aqua Luxe in the color, let's see, Paint the Town. That is this peachy color with some like gold in it. I'm gonna place it. I like this combo. It's really, really shiny. Can you see the highlighter? So this is the end of the drugstore look. I hope that you like the eye look, the complexion, everything, and I hope that you really enjoyed watching it. And if you like it, please hit the like button, subscribe, and leave comments below. I'm gonna list all the product that I used in the description box below. Yeah, and see you next time.